statement came on its Facebook page. It just shows you how times have changed in Tunisia. This once hated institution is now using the same social sites which helped in the uprising to get its own message across. It's not clear how members of this once powerful security force will now react.
I can assure Tunisians and the whole world that the role of the political police has gone and their time is over. It's gone. We are now in a new era and there are new powers and authorities that we will work with under the new democratic establishment.
The Prime Minister says this is a dangerous period for the country. His challenge now to take Tunisia to the next election and deliver the democracy people here fought and died for. Nazanin Bashiri, Al Jazeera, Tunis.
Former Iranian President Akbar Hashemi Rafsanjani has lost his position as head of the powerful state clerical body which chooses Iran's supreme leader. Rafsanjani is accused of being too close to the reformist opposition. He chaired the Assembly of Experts since 2007, but is an enemy of President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad. Well, as the political violence continues to rage in Côte d'Ivoire, we'll look at what lies ahead for the thousands of refugees who fled the fighting. For now, we can get a weather update with Kevin. And Kevin, I see there's been a major snowstorm in Greece.
Absolutely. These type of snowstorms only happen about every 5-6 years in Greece. They normally get them once a year, but take a look at the video that we saw coming in from Monday night. A major snowstorm across northern parts of Greece shut down the highways. Now we're looking at snow that could actually stay over the next couple of days. If it does not melt, it would freeze overnight, and this could be a definite problem. Let's see what we got.
As the fog hangs warily over London, we can always offer you the perfect pick-me-up.
All right, first let's take a look at what's happening across Greece. This is the area of low pressure that's been causing all of the problems. Now, no more snow is expected in the forecast over the next day or so. That system is going to be making its way towards the east. But like I said earlier, if all the snow does not melt, then we have a major problem because overnight the snow is going to freeze. It's going to be very, very icy. It's going to make it difficult for those people trying to get home in this region. Where we are going to see a big problem, though, is the snowstorm moving towards the east into parts of Turkey. We could see anywhere from 200 to about 300 more millimeters of rain in their forecast there. I now want to take you over to the United States where we saw a major problem related to snow here up into the northern parts of the United States, the northeastern part. This is where we saw rain falling on snow, causing some significant flooding problems here in Connecticut. What happened was, of course, when the rain melted, it also melted the snow. When the rain fell, it melted the snow, causing the rivers to flood. And this is a major problem we're going to be seeing. They do expect to see more rain in their forecast over the next day, as you can see here, all the way down the eastern seaboard. Heavy snow up towards the north, as well as out here towards the northwest part of the United States. Another snowstorm coming in from the Pacific means rain for Washington, Seattle, as well as into Vancouver.
Qatar Airways, world's 5-star airline.
In other news, a car bomb has killed at least 20 people in the eastern Pakistani city of Faisalabad. The explosion happened at a gas station in a neighborhood with many government buildings. About 100 people were injured and many more remain trapped under the rubble. Let's speak to Al Jazeera's Kamal Haidar, who's live for us now in Islamabad. Kamal, tell us first how rescue efforts are going and whether you have a confirmed death toll at this point.
Well, the death toll has certainly gone up, as it was expected that it would go because of the nature of the bombing. This was a powerful bomb which was set off just next to a natural gas filling station. So that, of course, meant that the powerful explosion that took place in the car was even greater because a near simultaneous explosion took place in the gas cylinders. 25 killed, according to the reports. The rescue is still underway, and a breakthrough as well. The security forces saying they've arrested a man whom they think was involved. In fact, they do say that he was also wanted in the attack on the Sri Lankan team, and that they found the remote control device on him.
All right, and Kamal, has anyone claimed responsibility as of yet for this attack?
No organization has taken responsibility, but if the security forces are correct in saying that they handed the man who was going to set off, who actually had the remote control with him, then it would definitely point to the Pakistani Taliban, because one of these people, who is named Usman, is said to have been involved in this particular attack. The security forces say they've got their man, he was wounded, but they have him.
Okay, and do we know whether this was a targeted attack towards the government buildings that are lined up there in the streets of Faisalabad?
It was very much an indiscriminate attack, because they knew that once these explosives went off inside a gas station, it would have devastating effect, a near simultaneous sympathetic reaction, if you may like, because as soon as these explosives, once these explosives exploded, it just set off a chain reaction. Many cars parked there. There were people waiting in lines for their visas, passports, because there was a courier office close by. There was also a Pakistan International Airlines office close by, which received heavy damage. Most of that structure is on the ground, and of course the rescue efforts are right now concentrating on trying to find the dead, and also to see if there's anybody who may still be trapped inside that rubble.
All right, Kamal, thank you very much for that. Well, Somali President Sheikh Sharif Sheikh Ahmed has claimed victory over the Al-Shabaab group after pro-government troops took control of Luke and El Wak towns on Monday. Ahmed said the rebels linked to Al-Qaeda are on the verge of a defeat after a 4-year insurgency. More than 50 African Union peacekeepers have been killed since last month's major offensive against the group. The United States has promised more than $12 million to help refugees fleeing Côte d'Ivoire's violence. Alassane Ouattara's supporters say they've seized the town of Tuleplu, the third they've taken from Laurent Gbagbo's men. Fighting between the rivals is the worst it's been since the civil war in 2002. Mohamed Adaw has more from Abidjan.
Ruling the streets of Abidjan, young men take matters into their own hands. Hundreds of them pouring into the streets, setting up roadblocks and searching drivers. They say they are here to help the police and army ensure that Laurent Gbagbo remains the president of their country. Their loyalty to the man is unshakable.
We shall die to protect Gbagbo, and we are doing this to defend the constitution of Côte d'Ivoire. Ouattara is going against the very constitution he voted for.
They take nothing to chance. Nothing misses their attention, and they don't mind who they upset.
I don't appreciate their attitude. I urge them to be polite as they go about what they're doing.
These young men say that their work on the streets has largely been successful and that they managed to nab a number of firearms destined for the rebels in the north. They are also under stern instructions to ensure that the movement of UN personnel here in the capital is curtailed.
The UN force